am recording. It says I'm recording, so hopefully it sticks around. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pleeka's Off the Dome Spider-Man No Way Home review.
Hello, Peter.
Got a lot of shit coming off the dome today, huh?
Well, we don't have notes, so I wanted to put it on Front Street that if we don't talk about something in the movie that someone else saw important, don't fucking come stab me in the butthole with a tack, okay? I just forgot it.
Okay.
So Spider-Man No Way Home, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
Good way. It closed every... Oh, spoilers off the top. Spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, don't listen to any of this. We're not doing spoiler-free because that's boring.
Yeah.
It closed all three trilogies now. Andrew Garfield didn't have a trilogy, unfortunately. He did...
Well, now he is.
He had a sequelogy.
Wow.
But yeah, closed them all, which was really fun. I really enjoyed that part of it. Surprised me that it actually was a sequel to all the other movies as well. I thought they were just gonna have a cameo, kind of.
I thought they were gonna have a cameo too.
Like I knew they'd be in it a bit, but I thought they'd show up, talk, and then fight. And there was a little more in the middle that I really liked.
I thought the same thing for the bad guys. Like I knew they'd show up, and I thought they'd like send them back and it'd be like
like Jamie Foxx is in this movie way more than I thought he was gonna.
Yeah,
be.
me too.
And like Alfred Molina, like all of them.
Yeah.
They're back. Fucking Green Goblin is amazing in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Probably my favorite performance of the Green Goblin.
Like I actually bought it
when they were fucking fighting in the place when they killed Aunt May. He was fucking doing wrestling moves with Spider-Man, slamming him through the floor and shit.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was really neat. I for a second I was like, does he have extra strength?
It's a suit, right?
Yeah, but I was like, he's just poof, 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 busting through the floors.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Hey, busting makes him feel good.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. But yeah, that was really cool. I was very happy with what they did with all three Spider-Man.
It wasn't anything in here I didn't like.
Yeah, there's so much happening. It's like it opens up with the end of Far From Home. I know the title of that one now.
Oh, that's good.
After our end credit scene thing. And then you got fucking, he goes on a little montage shit of everybody finding out he needs to get a lawyer. Fucking Daredevil shows up.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was like, boom, all of a sudden he's in the scene. You're like, whoa, fuck, this movie's going to be great.
I elbowed you like, hey, it's the guy from Boardwalk Empire.
No, actually, we leaned over and went, fuck, do I got to watch Daredevil now? Because you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Which I think you should. I quit watching halfway through season 3 because it got canceled and all that shit. And I was like, kind of like Swamp Thing. I was just like, I just lost interest because whatever. Even though eventually I did finish Swamp Thing.
Shooter.
And I don't recommend finishing Swamp Thing. But I just recently started watching it because of Kingpin being in Hawkeye.
That's a pretty big quinky dink, huh?
Yeah. Once Kingpin was in it, like I said in our video, I'm like, oh, okay, Daredevil is for sure in Spider-Man now.
Right.
They take place around the same time too. They're totally setting up a Daredevil show. And I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Good.
That'll be really neat, especially like Marvel doing it, because it was already decent on Netflix. It was good. Some of it was okay.
Right.
I think they'll do great with it. But what were some things that you want to point out?
I love the banter between the Spider-Men.
Oh, I could watch an entire 3-hour-long movie of just them hanging out, asking each other questions. Like Tom Holland asked Tobey Maguire's it's gonna be really hard to think of them. Mm-hmm. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, if he comes Web.
Yeah, he basically did.
Because he was asking about it, and he goes, "Does it come out of like anywhere else?"
Yeah, other than your wrist.
Other than your wrists, like, and they're like, it pretty much. Have you ever came Web? Which is a good question because he said he just does it. It's not like him breathing. It's a good question.
It's not a good question, but it's totally something you would ask.
Oh, if I was Spider-Man, I'd be like, hey, have you tried to come Web?
Yeah.
Have you ever shot web fluid at your balls just to see what that feels like? If it hurts or if it's like, maybe it's comforting? Those are the kind of questions in the 3-hour cut you get to see.
Wow.
But you got a good little gag of like Ned being like, hey, Peter. And then all of them look.
Yeah, that was right. Oh, Parker.
Yeah, what do you think about Flash in the movie? He has a book now. Apparently he thinks he's Spider-Man's best friend, but really he's not. He's got blonde hair.
You always liked him more than I did. I
like the actor, so that's why I like the character. His character is always kind of dumb in his movies, but because I like the actor, I put up with it.
Yeah, I mean, it was the same thing, but like less of it.
Yeah,
so
I'm kind of glad. The thing about them resetting this universe, or this, Spider-Man, is maybe we won't have that in the next ones, and that'll be okay.
Yeah.
Because I've had enough. His best line ever, they did in the first one, Penis Parker.
Penis Parker, what's up?
They should have had a scene of him seeing all three of them. He would have jizzed in his pants.
Yeah, probably.
And then you could have Tobey Maguire being like, hey, that's what it looks like.
Wow.
When he comes fluid.
Yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm, okay.
Well, you know what I think I really liked about this is that it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was so funny, and then like the next scene you'd be like, oh my god, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
sad.
and then it was like totally serious.
Yeah. So what do you think about the flip? Which I think we kind of all saw this coming from early on in this trilogy, or I don't know what you to call it because he's in so many movies of these now.
Mm.
of Aunt May kind of being the new Uncle Ben. It just took a long time, and I think this was so good. It paid off all of the Uncle Ben deaths with an Aunt May death and made them all connect. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to see her die. I felt bad.
You know, oh my god, the second that he fucking looked at her and clicked his little bomb, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
God, that was such a sad part of it. Because then, like, he kind of thinks she's okay, touches the blood on her back, and then he's like, oh, nope, and it's screaming. And then to top it off, the fucking cop army outside shoots him.
Yeah, that was rude.
Yeah, but I thought was nothing ever really came of that. He go, and he's like, oh. And then Happy's like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And then no one had to, like, patch up a bullet wound on his shoulder or anything.
He went to the emergency room. He got cut out.
They're like, oh, man, Peter Parker's hurt. Was there anything you're disappointed in the movie? Like, anything, like, it ended and you're like, that was really good, but I kind of was hoping
I
this
wanted
was
another Spider-Man.
I really wanted Spider-Gwen. I think even Taylor was really disappointed with Spider-Gwen.
Miles Morales. I wanted.
There was a joke about Miles Morales, and to me that was enough. I'm like, okay, you guys are acknowledging him again now. I think something's gonna happen with him.
Well, it was more. It wasn't disappointment, but it was more like I almost wanted there to be like a fat Spider-Man. Like,
yeah, because they said, oh, we'll just keep trying until we find our Peter. I wanted a couple where like they do like the Japanese Spider-Man. He shows up and he's got a mech, like random things like that, and then you just get rid of him, or fucking have Spider-Ham show up.
Yeah, that'd
be so funny. But
yeah,
maybe they're saving that for our next one.
That's what I wanted, something like that. But other than that, it was great.
Because Tom Holland did say that he was asked to be into or Across the Spider-Verse, which is the next of the animated one.
I thought he said that
he was asked, and then he said they never called him back again. But me and the rest of the internet found it really hard to believe that if they ask you to be in a multiverse Spider-Man movie, and you're the main Spider-Man of their, like, to give them money, they're not going to call you back. Like, that was probably a secret. They're probably calling back the last second, hey, do a voiceover here, or film on a green screen, and you're in the movie, you know?
Yeah.
But so I think he will be in that, too. So I think there are going to be some really big multiverse Spider-Man stuff coming.
That'd be cool.
So at least I hope so.
Right.
I'm trying to think. There was so much that happened in this fucking movie.
I mean, it's...
So, actually, what do you think about the ending? It ended, the only way to fix the multiverse stuff and make everybody go back and be safe and everything to work is for no one to know who Peter Parker is.
It's like a reset.
Yeah, it is. It's a complete... The only part... I like the idea of that because then the new person can do whatever they want. There's a new Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, oh, fuck, Captain America and, like, Bucky and Clint, all these people don't know who he is now.
Yeah, they're going to have to find something to...
Like, hopefully Doctor Strange... Because I don't know... I was waiting for him because he kept giving him kind of look. Eventually, he'd be like, I did a secret spell, and they remember.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping in something in Multiverse of Madness or something... can at least make the heroes remember. If the heroes remember, I don't care what happens. But to me, that's kind of a bummer. Because then, to me, it feels like, yeah, he's in the MCU, but not that much.
But now he's by himself.
Yeah. So I hope it doesn't stay like that. That's what worries me about the thing.
It makes him a loner. I don't know, he seemed happy at the end.
I did like, too, I don't know if this was the movie. I was looking for it the whole movie. Tom Holland said they copied a move from the video game, and I think him climbing out his window at the end was a reference to that.
Oh, really?
But I couldn't... There's so many movies to me that kind of look like from the video game, the PS4 one, that I wasn't sure.
Like literally every time he landed?
Kind of. Well, there's a lot of things that he did. But that part... I mean, I know that's how the game opens. So I kind of thought maybe he was doing that. Oh, Andrew... I really like... This part won't really, resonate with you as much because you didn't watch the Amazing Spider-Man movies, really.
I mean, I've seen them.
Yeah, but like you didn't care about them, really,
Right.
Andrew Garfield catching Zendaya, MJ, and because he missed Gwen Stacy.
Yeah,
that was a really cool scene. And then he kind of was sad, but it was almost it was almost like a relief sad, like, oh my god, I caught her this time.
I like it because he's like, "Are you okay?" and she's like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, we were watching. What's funny is it feels like you watch an entire movie, and then you get to them, and then you watch a completely different Spider-Man movie. It's like you watch a sequel to what you watched previously.
Yeah, almost, because it was all about the bad guys, and then you're like...
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it turned into, oh, there's 3 Spider-Man.
Like, where did they go when they were all doing all that stuff?
I thought it was their school, or his school.
No, I meant where did the bad guys go?
Oh, the bad guys.
They were just hanging out.
Because, he got a new outfit. Jamie Foxx did, he went shopping. Dr. Octopus was, like, looking at aquariums. Green Goblin is probably just flying around being fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's fucking nuts.
A Sandman. I was actually surprised how much of the people of the actual actors that were there with some of it, because you could have got away with a lot of them not being there, really. You know?
Yeah.
Like Sandman being in the whole movie, the guy voicing, but then actually showing up at the end. Like all of it, I was really impressed by.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they got paid.
Oh yeah, I bet they got paid big bucks.
Yeah.
Also, like at the end when Tom Holland's like saying, like he can't get the words out how much thankful he is for them being there and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. It almost felt like Tom Holland being like, thank you guys for doing this movie.
Yeah, a little bit.
And they're like, no, we know. It's what we do. But like, it just, to me, it felt like, thank you guys so much for doing this.
But I feel like they were thanking him, too.
Yeah. And I bet, I really want to see how they talk about the movie now in interviews. Those because they weren't allowed to say it out this whole time, like, we're not in it. We're not in it. We're not in it.
And no one believed them.
Yeah. That's, to me, it was kind of weird. Like, I get what they were doing, trying to hide them, but everybody knew. So it just felt like, hey, we're just holding it back to make sure you come to the movie to then see if they are in it or not.
Well, it worked. We might.
Well, we were going to go regardless. We'd go if there's a zero Spider-Man in it, and we're like, oh, that's going to happen in this movie. It's called Spider-Man, but there's no Spider-Man in it.
No, I don't think I would go to that.
You wouldn't go see that?
No.
You go see Spider-Man, and then this is Ned, and he's sitting in a chair doing stuff.
No.
They trick you. They think you're seeing Spider-Man, No Way Home, but you're seeing Ned in the chair.
I like Dr. Ned, but I don't want to see a whole movie
Yeah, that's a good point, Dr. Ned. Do you think Ned's going to be anything going forward? Do you think that was just like their fun stuff in this movie with him?
Now I kind of hope he tries to kill Peter.
That'd be fun. Yeah, I love that scene. He's like, "Did you have a best friend?" Because in his head he's thinking, and his name was Ned, and he's really cool.
Yeah.
But he's like, "Yeah, I did." And then he tried to kill me, so I held him in my arms as he died. And he kind of looks over at Andrew Garfield, and he gives him the same look, like, "Yeah, I had a friend that kind of did that too."
And he's like, "Oh, fuck."
So he's really scared and picks up by Peter. But yeah, I would love if he became the Hobgoblin. That was the theory big time going into this movie, and I was really on board for that. But I also thought there's way too much going on in this.
Yeah.
But I would love to see it be like the Hobgoblin and come attack Peter. Because then Peter's going to be like, "No, Ned, I know you." And he's like, "You don't know me, Peter."
Wow. I mean, it could do it now because now he doesn't remember him.
Yeah, well, I think that could play good big time in the story. Lastly, my Red Bull can reminded me because Spider-Man's suit at the end was Red Bull blue. He had a brand new suit, pretty much classic Spider-Man look, like all blue with a little bit of black, and like I thought that was a really good looking suit at the end.
Yeah,
I wanted him because he's swinging. It's Christmas time. He just swings over and you see Kate Bishop and Hawkeye fighting Kingpin or something underneath him, but he just goes away. He's like, "Not my problem." I just had it.
I was going to start singing Lady Gaga.
I just lost it. What were you saying?
I don't know.
There's something. Oh, I remember now. Because I said this on my problem. Did you like all the little references, like word references, flashbacks to like the other movies? Like when Spider-Man, I forget, Tom Holland. Jesus. He was talking on the phone. I forget who he was talking about. But I remember he goes, "And that's just not my problem."
I missed the part where that's my problem.
And I was like, oh, it's like Tobey Maguire said that when fucking Uncle Ben died. And the guy runs by him and he lets the guy go. And he's like, "Hey, that's just not my problem." He's copying the guy. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. They brought that. He said that a few times in this. Yeah. All the little references like that were really cool.
I mean, had I known that it was going to be such a big thing, I may have watched them.
I know. I watched them this year. Like, previous things would pop up, like, oh, Andrew Garfield might be in this. And I watched Amazing Spider-Man, and then I watched Spider-Man 2 and all that stuff. But now I wish I would have watched them really quick, like, before the movie's coming out.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have, too.
Because that would have been fun.
I just had no idea they were going to be such a big part.
Yeah, I knew they'd be in it, like, for the end fight, because we all saw, like, the lizard get kicked by nobody in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that, but I was really surprised how much they were in it.
Oh, no, totally.
Is there anything you think we forgot? I bet there is. We've only talked for 14 minutes.
I'm sure there's plenty we forgot.
I can't even think. At this point, if you need us to fucking sell you on the movie, you're probably not going to go see it anyways.
It's definitely the best movie since Endgame. It's without question.
Oh, yeah, best one since Endgame for sure.
Yeah.
It made me really excited for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and what else they have coming.
Yeah, I mean,
and also now I'm like, well, I was already excited for Fantastic Four, but I'm like, this guy's doing Fantastic Four. Now I'm in, baby.
We'll see.
Oh, Nick's still on the fence?
We'll see.
Did you hear about the rumored cast?
No.
Glenn Howard as Mr. Fantastic. Dax Shepard's wife, what's her name?
Oh, fuck. If you wouldn't have asked me.
I don't remember her name, but Dax Shepard's wife as Mr. Invisible. Mrs. Invisible, what's her name? I don't know their names, okay? Forgive me. It's late.
You made me laugh.
Invisible Lady, Fantastic Four. Seth Rogen as The Rock. God damn it, I can't talk. Seth Rogen as The Thing, not The Rock. He's not playing Dwayne Johnson. And I don't remember who's Fire Guy. It's some random dude. But that was a rumored casting for it.
That'd be interesting. Is it just a straight up comedy?
I hope so. That'd be great. See the thing? But yeah, that's it for me. I don't think I could talk anymore.
You couldn't talk in the beginning.
Yeah, I fucked up. I hit record once, it didn't record. I don't know what's going on tonight, but this is our review, okay, people?
It was a great fucking movie.
It was a great movie. I definitely recommend going to see it. If you see this and you don't like it, in the words of Maggie Gyllenhaal, you can go suck a fuck. Okay?
Wow.
But I do have to ask you one thing quickly just to wrap it up. It'll be no big deal.
Oh, God.
On a scale of Thor the Dark World to Endgame, where do you rate this movie?
Endgame. Here's the problem.
They should put that on the poster.
Last time we watched all these movies, you didn't have Thor last.
Yeah, it was actually pretty decent last time I watched it.
So shut the
to be
fuck
honest.
up.
All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe. I was going to say we'll be back next time, but, that's a long time for another Spider-Man movie. Did you say something in the mic?
No, I was just going
to... You just leaned over to the mic and said nothing, so I stopped talking.
Because you're an idiot.
No, what? You put your mic away before I'm even done, so now if you want to say anything, you got to lean over to the side. Here,
Yeah.
let me take a picture of you
Because
so I
you
can
were-
put it at the end here of what you look like over here talking into your mic. Oh, it's so fucking dark in here.
Yeah.
All right, I got a picture of you. All right, well, thanks for watching, people. Please like, subscribe, check out our other videos, check out our end credit scene video. I don't know what else. Go live your day.
That's
Go
all, folks.
tell your mom you love her. Tell your dad
Oh my
what's
God.
crack-a-lackin', dude. And we'll see you later, alligators.